Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Genji from Overwatch. Let's get started with the top edge of the visor. So right in the middle here, we're going to draw a little point. From this point, I'm just going to angle up and out towards the left. So just starting up here, let's draw a straight line coming down towards the middle. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Just drawing an angled line of the same length. From here, we're just going to curl around and then down on the sides. Starting on the left, we're just going to blend this into a curve going down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Blending into a curve coming down. From the ends, we just want to angle a short line going up and out. Now we're going to take these ends and just draw two angle lines coming up and in. Starting on the left, go up to right about there. Do the same thing on the right side. So I'm just going to line up the top, angle down towards the right side. Now from these 2 points, I just want to go across with a short line and then curve up towards the center. So I want to go up to the top here and draw a point right in the middle. I'm going to draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom, just to give us a guide. Now from the left side, I'm just going to draw a short line going across. Now I'm going to blend this into a curve going all the way up towards the top. We'll do the same thing on the right side, starting from the top, angle down. Now we're going to curve and just flatten it out towards the right. Now we're going to take these two lines and just extend it out towards the side. So from here, I just want to continue this line going up towards the side. We'll do the same thing on the right, blending to a straight line. On the sides here, I just want to draw two circles, one at the top, and then one coming down at an angle. Do the same thing on the right. So right up here, lining it up, then stepping down at an angle, draw one more. Now I just want to draw two little curves coming down on either side. So at the bottom of this circle, we're just going to curve down and in. And on the top, we'll just curve in the opposite direction. We're going to do the same thing with the top. So at the bottom of the circle, we'll just curve down and in, go to the top and curve it down towards the point. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Starting from the top, curve down towards the center, and then back up towards the bottom of the circle. So all of these points are all aimed towards the middle. Let's continue with the bottom edge of the visor. So on the left side, at the top of this curve, it's going to angle down and in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to bounce back left and right just to make sure we're balancing this out as we go. On the left side, I'm going to draw a short, straight line going across. Do the same thing on the right. Now these points are going to come down in towards the middle. Starting on the left, down right towards the middle. We're just following that same line just above it. Go up on the right side. Now I just want to trace this out on the outside. So we're going to step over, just come down in that angle, short line across, and we're going to follow that same line, angling down in towards the middle. We'll work our way back up towards the right side. Now in the center here, I just want to draw a short straight line coming down towards the chin. And then on the outside, just at this corner here, we're just going to curve around and then down towards the jaw. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve around, just start to pull it into right about there. We'll do the same thing on the right. Just bowing it out and coming down to the same height. Now these 2 points are going to curve down towards that center point. Doing a hard turn, coming in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's add some detail around the outer edge of the helmet. So from this corner here, I'm just going to angle down and out. Do the same thing on the right side. So there's a slight angle this way. We're going to come in, just angling it inwards. Now we're going to draw a straight line just coming in behind the helmet. Now from these points, we're going to continue down the jaw. So from this point, I just want to angle down and in, just following the same angle of the head. Same thing on the right side. Now we're going to take these 2 points and just draw a straight line coming in towards the center. Just a straight line towards the middle and go up on the right side. Now in the middle, I'm just going to extend this line down towards the chin. There's a little detail inside of the jaw here. So I'm going to start on the left side. Just below this line, we're just going to angle down. We step down and just go straight across. We're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Do the same thing on the right. So stepping down, angling down, up from this corner, we're going to draw a straight line going across, and then we'll connect those 2 points with a straight line. Let's move back up to the top of the head. I'm going to take this line here and just continue all the way up to the top. So continuing on the outside, going up and in. We'll take the line on the right and do the same thing. So angling up and into the same height. We'll take the ends and just draw 2 angles going up. Now we're going to take that point and just pull it down with a slight angle coming in, right behind the helmet. Now from here I just want to draw on the top of the head. So it's basically a curve just going just above that point there. So we start on the left side and then curve up just above the middle point, and then we'll curve it back down on the right side. We're going to add a little stitch seam on the top of the head. So right up here we're just going to curve down and just angle it outwards. Do the same thing on the right side. Okay, now that we got the head, let's continue down with the body. So just underneath the chin here, on the left side, I'm going to curve down and then out. Do the same thing on the right, curving down and then out. We're going to curve these in towards the middle, but we're going to leave a little gap. On the left side, we'll curve down and in. On the right, we'll curve down and in. Now from these 2 points, we just want to draw a short angled line coming in. Just 2 short lines. And we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. Now in the middle of the chest here, we're going to draw a circle with an open end at the top. Starting from the top, circle around, leaving a gap along the top. Right up here, we're going to connect those 2 points with a little bump, going up and then down. We're going to surround the inside with another circle. Let's work our way in towards the armor. So just on the left side of the circle, we're going to draw an angled line. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now at the tops, we're just going to draw a short line going across. We're going to go up and out in an angle. And then we're going to go across all the way to the outside of the body. We're going to add those 2 straps on the side here at the top, and we're going to simplify this. From the corner of the chest, come down at an angle. We're going to go up and in with a short line. Then we're going to pull that back up underneath the head. Do the same thing on the right, coming down at an angle, going in and across, and up behind the head. Now from the bottom of the chest, we're just going to angle down and out. We're going to pull these back up towards the side of the body, going upwards. Now on the sides here, there's these little dots on the side. So right on the corner, draw 1 circle, come along the line, down to the bottom, and then in between, just above, we'll draw 1 more. Do the same thing on the right. So 1 in the corner, coming down, and then in between, just at the top here, we'll draw another circle. Right underneath the circle here, we're going to draw a straight line going across. And at the ends, we're just going to pull this up with an angle underneath the chest armor. From these corners here, we're just going to draw a short line coming down and in. Now we're going to go out with a short line. Now from here, I just want to pull this up with a straight line to the side of the body. And then from these corners, I'm just going to pull it in with a short angle coming down towards the waist. Right in the belly area here, there's 4 circles. Starting on the top left, draw 1. We'll move across to the right. Now we'll draw 2 more just below it. 1 on the left, then 1 on the right. Inside the middle, we're going to draw 4 little circles and fill them in black. Now let's continue down with the legs. So in the middle here, we're going to step down and draw a curve from left to right, just going across. On the left side, we're going to step in, curving out and down toward the left. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to curve in the bottom of the feet. So from the heel to the toe, draw 1 big curve going across. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now going back to the left, I want to draw the top of the foot curving up and coming down to right about here. I'm not going to go all the way down towards the bottom, we're just going to curve down to here. And we're going to curve up in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the toe, we'll curve up to the top of the foot and come down to right about there. Now we're going to curve up in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's add a little heel trim. So at the bottom of the foot, about halfway along this curve, we go up and in. Do the same thing on the right side. We'll add a little toe detail. At the top of this curve, we're going to curve down towards the toe. And then from here, we're going to curve up and forward towards the tip of the foot. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Curving down, and then across towards the tip of the foot. Now from the hips, we're just going to curve the outer part of the leg down toward the top of the foot. Starting on the left, curve down, and then same thing on the right. Let's add some armor detail to the legs. So from the corners up here on the left side, I'm just going to draw a short angle line going out. Do the same thing on the right side. We're going to do a hard turn going out. Now we're going to continue that same angle coming down. Now we're going to angle this back in, doing a little hard turn just on top of the foot, and then we'll pull this to the outside of the leg with a straight line. Now from this point right here, we're going to go up towards the top outside edge of the leg, and then we'll close off the gap with a straight line. From this corner here, we're going to curve across and in towards the inside of the leg. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're just going to draw 2 half circles on the side of the leg here. Starting on the left side, curving around and out. We're going to draw the same thing on the inside, just trimming it out. The same thing on the right. Okay, so now we've got the center part of the body. Let's go into the arm. So on the left side, I'm going to have him holding his sword. So just over toward the left from the side of the body, we're going to curve down and then out. From here, we're going to draw on the thumb. So we're going to curve the top of the thumb and then pull that back in. So from here, we're going to go up, come down towards the tip of the thumb, and then pull that up. From here, I just want to hook across and in for the palm. Now we're going to layer the fingers in behind the thumb here. So on the side of the thumb, we're going to curve out and then back in. Draw another finger. So from here, we're going to go out, down towards the bottom, and then hook it back in behind the thumb. Do that one more time. Out. Back around. Now from here, we're just going to layer the sword in behind. So we're going to start with the handle. At the bottom of this finger, we're going to draw a straight line coming down, square off the bottom, short line. Now we're going to curve this outwards towards the bottom of the finger, curving out. At the top of this finger, we're going to draw a straight line going across in behind the thumb. From the end, we'll go straight up, with a short line. Now we're going to curve up and over the thumb. And we'll just draw a straight line coming in towards the thumb. Now we're going to curve the sword going up beside the helmet here. So from this corner, we step in, curving up, and just around the side of the helmet. We're going to take that point and curve down, just taper it to the top of the hilt. Bring it around, and then down. Let's draw on the rest of the arm. So from this point in the wrist, we're going to curve around the palm and curve it in behind the sword handle. We're going to step back and draw on the bottom part of the arm. So curving across and in behind the body. About halfway along the arm, right up here, we're going to start at the top, curving in and then down. We'll add a little bit of detail to the wrist here. So stepping over about halfway along this line, curving in. Then from this corner, we're just going to curve across, going up and then in behind the body. Up here, we're going to draw a circle and draw a smaller circle on the inside. Let's move over towards the right and draw on this arm. So I'm just going to have it hanging down on the side. So we're going to start by lining up the bottom of the arm, curve down and out. We do a little half circle for the thumb. And at the end of the thumb, I'm just going to draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to swirl around the bracket and curve it up. Step down, do another curve for the second finger. Now the third finger is going to go all the way around underneath the helmet. We'll go out and curve that back in. From this point in the wrist, I just want to go across to the outside of the arm. Going across like that. Step up about halfway along the arm, do another curve. Right here, curving in towards the inside of the arm. Now we just want to draw that little shoulder area. So about halfway down this curve to this point, curve across and out. We'll draw that same circle on the inside of the shoulder. We'll draw a smaller circle on the inside. The final thing I'm going to add is a little cloth coming out on the right side here. So just underneath the jaw, we'll curve down, up, and then back down. We're going to step down from that point and just taper that curve going down. So it gets a little bit wider. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve going across. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Genji from Overwatch. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.